Coming up this week on Kiss My Collectibles, we talk about new additions to our collections. Stay up to date with the show and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Become a member of our brand new Patreon and receive exclusive updates and benefits.
Kiss My Collectibles podcast, but you knew that.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next episode of Kiss My Collectibles. I am one of your co-hosts, Jason Herndon, and with me, as always, is
Andrew Scambatti. Good to be here.
Good to be here, Andrew. We've got a familiar face on the screen, a gentleman that joined us in an episode or two ago. I think it was it last episode?
I think it was the last episode, to be honest.
Yeah, because it's been a little bit. We've been a little bit. Anyway. We have decided that we're going to bring on a third co-host again, yeah. And you can only listen to me and Andrew talk about crap, between each other for so long that you really need a third perspective. But anyway, Joe Lalich, our good friend, who is going to step in and fill that role of probably intelligent conversation, which Andrew and I can't seem to have. I don't understand.
Not too. But for those of you who don't know, Joe has been an official member of the family for a very, very long time, designing a lot of our logos, working together with both Jason and I on multiple projects in the KISS realm, and it's just cool to have him on. And hopefully we'll be able to talk about some more vinyl here in the future and more KISS collectibles, and just something cool, bringing a new perspective. It's very exciting because Jason and I we see things very similarly now. He won't like to say that, but it's good to bring on someone who isn't like the two of us.
Right. Well, it's good to be here. Thanks for having me on board, and it'll be fun for sure.
Okay. Hopefully, we don't fire you soon.
Yeah. What's the old quote about? I don't want to be a part of any club that'll have me. So
just make sure just stay in your lane over there, Joe, and then we'll be good.
Yeah, you two stay in your lane. I'll stay in mine, and we'll be good.
Call us when you get a good microphone, and then we'll have you back on. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Because we bring Joe in, he makes us look like amateur hour over there.
He does. Well, we're all gonna get matching hats for the next episode.
That's right. I'm
great.
planning on doing more costume changes than a Madonna concert as well.
Sweet.
So every episode is going to be a completely different look.
It'll
be very exciting, so everyone can tune in for
with
that.
Multiple variations.
That's right.
So on this is not going to be one of our regular episodes where we have a collector on or something like that, or focus on anything specific. We're collectors, but the collector spotlight thing. We want to introduce Joe and talk about some new stuff that we all three have gotten, and let you guys know that we're all three going to be at the Indianapolis Expo on is it Mother's Day weekend?
May 11th and May 12th in Indianapolis. For all the information, check out KissArmyWarehouse.com, because there's a lot of cool guests that are going to be there. Bruce Kulick, Lita Ford, Tommy Thayer, Mark Slaughter, just to name a few. But make sure you check out KissArmyWarehouse.com to get your tickets, because I know they're going fast. Tommy Thayer is making a really special appearance after the sold-out end of the road tour, and it's going to be cool. It's going to be really fun. So come and check out us. We're going to have a table there. I don't think we're selling anything, but
we'll be selling something.
Oh, we'll be selling stuff. Cool.
Yes.
Good. My check's in the mail. Come and grab a sticker from us and talk to us and tell us what you want to hear on the show.
Yep. So we've been away for a little bit, maybe 10 days or something like that. And then after this one, we're going to be away for, another 10 days. I don't know how that time works out. But anyway, many of our viewers know that I work in record distribution, and we're official Record Store Day distributors. So I'm going to be tied up until after Record Store Day, so we won't be able to record. So
and I'm moving, so you're going to be seeing the background here pretty soon. So we just happen to both be moving here. But I know there's a lot of cool things that we want to talk about. But since you mentioned Record Store Day, I want to mention something really cool that we got in the mail today that you can pick up on Record Store Day. Sorry, Joe, yours is in the mail.
Yeah, now, right. Now, when you say we, I want to be very clear that I'm as an unofficial member of the family, now official member of the family. I didn't get any of the stuff that you guys get.
Well, next time. So we were lucky enough to get the Record Store Day exclusive Ace Frehley Spaceman picture disc. So this is, again, I love this record, and this is just another cool version to add to the collection. So we got a really great picture disc, which was previously the indie exclusive one where it was orange vinyl. But check this out. I mean, it's a super cool picture disc. But even cooler, Jason's got the poster there that's in there. There is an insert in here that kind of goes over the song credits. And don't forget your download card, which is right here too. So these are cool. So this is very, very cool that that we're able to get this in stock here. So make sure you check out your local record stores on Record Store Day. When is Record Store Day, Jason? You don't know.
Record Store Day, Saturday the 13th.
Saturday, April 13th. So make sure.
Of course, I know.
So make sure you check out your local record store on Saturday, April 13th to pick up one of these. These are independent record stores exclusive. So make sure you go out and support your local record store to get one of these. These are super cool.
I'll have to be in line in the cold at 4:30 in the morning to get my copy. So thank you for that, guys.
It makes it that much more enjoyable, right?
You know what, then, Jason? I'll have you stand out in the cold for me, since you find that so enjoyable.
It's so enjoyable. It's character building. That way, when you come back on the show, you'll have this extra this piece of character. I mean, the biggest character building that I had on the show is when I opened that Garbage record live on the air. Literally a Garbage record live on the air.
Why were we talking about Garbage?
I'm just saying that it's.
I thought it was a Kiss podcast.
Oh. Sorry. Anyway, so
kiss my garbage.
Kiss my garbage.
Kiss my garbage.
Kiss my garbage. Anyway, before we get into all of our new stuff, Jason and I are wearing 2 cool T-shirts that we were given over from Ed at ClickTshop.com. I know we're going to have Ed on the show here pretty soon, but Ed was nice enough to send over 2 really cool shirts. That's the Alive 2 shirt, and this is the Japan 77 shirt. I'll talk a little bit more about Click T-Shop later on in the show, but make sure you give them a visit. They are very, very cool. Ed designs all the items that are on the website. There's T-shirts, there's magnets, there's buttons and pins and all kinds of cool stuff, but make sure you check it out because there is a lot of cool stuff. I know I have a ton of shirts from Click T Shop, and some of the shirts I think are better than official Kiss shirts. So but again, tune in soon where Ed will be on the show, and we'll get to talk to Ed about his Kiss fandom, why he's doing this, how he got into this, and it's very, very cool. So Ed, thank you so much for hooking Jason and I up with some really cool swag.
Yes, appreciate it very much. What's really cool about it is, they're themed shirts.
Yes.
It takes a particular theme from Kiss, where you've got the cats there in Tokyo, and you've got the Wicked Lester shirt, you've got, the Sam T. Serpent shirt and stuff like that. That it's really cool. Instead of just doing, you can't use the logo legally, so you just use themes, man, and you could,
There's a
talisman
really cool shirt. There's a
That's right.
There's a cat shirt from Peter's jacket from Cadillac High 75. I mean, these are, if you're a Kiss fan like we all are, and I hope you guys are out there watching, these are shirts that you're going to instantly know what they're from, and you're going to want to put them on your shirt. And it's super cool. So anyway, clickTshop.com. Make sure you check them out. And I think when we have Ed on, I think we're going to do a giveaway and give one of you guys a Kiss shirt. So,
very nice.
But again, while we're talking about giveaways, I mean, it's been so busy the last couple of weeks that we didn't get to talk about our giveaway. We did give away a Gene Simmons vault here a couple weeks ago to our listener and Patreon subscriber, Adam Perkins. So you could see Adam there was just super excited to get the vault, and I was glad to be able to give it to him and give it to someone who was actually there at our event. So we want to thank everyone that supported the event. And we want to thank everyone who attended the event, and big thanks to Adam for coming in and winning. So
and all those proceeds went to charity.
They did. And
go ahead.
Actually, I have the letter right here, which I posted on Facebook not too long ago. We did raise $1,516 for the City Mission, which is Laura's home here in Cleveland, Ohio. So so there you go, right there. So we want to thank everyone for doing that. We want to thank our buddy Keith Valcourt over at Rhino Records for helping us get the vault. And again, thank you to all of you out there.
Nice. All right. Are we going to show some shit?
Good thing to do a good thing, right?
Yeah,
absolutely. Give back and help out.
Yeah,
it was crawling along at first, and then when we put the push in, man, it really
It really, really took off.
It really took off, So it was very nice that everybody participated in that and gave some money.
And it was just cool being there. I mean, I tell you, a bunch of people showed up that I knew at first. And then once I started seeing people that were showing up there that I didn't know personally, that's when I knew it was a success. Because your friends will show up as one thing, but when you see like strangers that are just excited to be there, it was cool. We gave away so much stuff. I mean, other KISS fans brought records and figures to give away. Loretta Carr gave us 2 Eric Carr statues to give away. So I mean, it was just really, really cool stuff. I mean, I wanted to keep it all, but again, I kept nothing and I gave everything to you people out there. So it was cool. It was cool to give back. Okay, so you guys want to talk about some new KISS stuff and show some shit?
Let's show some stuff.
All right. Well, Joe, since you are the new guy here, I want you to talk about your stuff first and show your stuff.
Yeah, as we talked about last episode, I'm sort of mostly in the vinyl camp. Although I do collect some of the older vintage Aucoin stuff.
Sure, it's right over your shoulder.
Yep. Yeah, you can see it in the in the case back there. But so vinyl's mostly my thing. So this week I got in the mail a Music from the Elder, which from there probably doesn't look like much, but it's the Japanese false front obi. And what even is cooler
is that the only false front obi that we know about right now?
Lick It Up has a false front.
Yeah, Lick It Up. Yeah, Lick It Up as well.
A makeup false front.
A makeup front false front. Okay.
Yep.
And then it is the white label.
Beautiful thing.
Romo. So I don't know if we can.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you got it there. Yeah.
I don't even. That doesn't even look like it's ever been played. It looks really nice.
Yeah, it's in really nice shape. And then also along with that, it came with the lyric sheet. Put it right side up there.
Sumimasen, Ohio Kozamasu.
Exactly. You got that?
Yeah.
Right. And then the sticker that came along with it as well.
Slide over to your. There you go. Perfect center.
Yeah, that's the way.
Good. So that was my bigger purchase of the week. Well, from a couple of weeks ago, and then it came in the mail. So that was the big thing that I got this week. And then have you guys? We haven't talked about this yet, but
Let's talk about that
else that we want to talk about? Did everybody get this?
Hey, you know what? I had it in my hand. I was at FYE yesterday. I had it in my hand yesterday, and I just couldn't bring myself to purchase the song. I have those,
Who cares?
Yeah, I don't have those songs in that order.
That's the only way you don't have those songs.
That's the only way I don't have those songs. Now,
we all have them in multiple versions, right?
Now here's an interesting point that I want to make regarding that, because everyone is well aware of the 2014 vinyl reissues that came out, and Sonic Boom was not included in those reissues. Right. Wasn't included in Hysteria or anything like that. So you just assume that was tied up in other legalities, that they couldn't press that on vinyl and I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, KISS 40, is it only a live version of Modern Day Delilah on there? There's no studio version? KISS 40, not KISS World.
Oh, KISS 40.
KISS 40.
I don't know, but I do know what you're getting at.
Yes, because Modern Day Delilah is on this record, and I think this is the first appearance in the U.S. on vinyl that didn't originate on those Sonic Boom vinyls back in 2009. So maybe some type of rights reverted back to KISS. I mean, I don't know.
One of two things happened. Yeah. Either Universal licensed it because Walmart owned it, but I believe what the common belief now is that those rights reverted back to KISS after a certain period of time from Walmart, and then of course they would, KISS would license it to, or loan it to appear on a Universal compilation.
So I'm logging on to kissmonster.com just to check out some of the track listings for KISS 40, because KISS 40 was never printed on vinyl. It was only a CD issue, correct?
No, that's correct.
So let me look. So it would be on disc 2.
I thought that was the studio version.
It appears to be a studio version, and the live version I was thinking of was Hell or Hallelujah, because
that's right.
It was a live version from Japan 2003.
That's right.
Well, what also is interesting about this, Jason, have you opened a copy of this yet? Have you?
Both of my copies are open.
They're both open. So also on this, on side D in the gatefold, if you're looking here, there's also very specific catalog rights there for both Modern Day Delilah and Heller Hallelujah, and they're also different, which is interesting too. So it from a legal standpoint, Andrew, you're right. It's interesting to see, what's actually happening with these songs. Where are the rights?
Yeah.
I think that that almost completely clears it up there. That the rights have reverted back on Modern Day Delilah.
Well, but again, then my argument would be incorrect because the studio version of Modern Day Delilah also appeared on Kiss 40, which was many years ago. So maybe they just been licensing just that one song.
Who knows?
Who knows? But that was when I did pick it up. I looked at it and I almost had it. I mean, it was only $23 on sale at FYE. So I was looking at it and I was like, and then I put it down. I put it down.
Well, let's go over it a little bit. Now, this is this is a compilation that was originally a European or maybe a UK compilation. It came out a couple of years ago.
Correct. For the Kiss World Tour of 2017.
That's right. For the Kiss World Tour. Kiss World Tour. And so, this is a gatefold, as Joe was talking about, and it's got, it's really cool looking on the inside.
That's actually pretty cool. I always did like the photos in Central Park.
But there are two different versions of it. There's a standard.
Three versions, right?
You have the black version there, Jason, as well.
Three versions, Andrew.
Yeah, 3 versions.
There's a German.
Correct. That's the third version.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because the logo difference.
I have the black here, Joe.
Okay.
Do you have the color? You want to show the color?
Yep.
Okay. So, I've got the black version. I showed this in wax and on Kollectibles the other day when I got it in. This is the standard version that you can pretty much get anywhere. Amazon or your local record store.
FYE is where I saw
FYE. That's right. You were just saying.
On sale, $23.99.
The other one is through UDiscover. It's a direct-to-consumer piece, and it is beautifully colored.
That version, sort of a yellow gold. There's some actually some green in there too, kind of a.
It's very similar to my Steve Perry vinyl when I pre-ordered Traces. It's very, very similar to that.
Very, very cool looking. They didn't do anything with the inner sleeves. We just have plain white inner sleeves here. And there's only one album cover printed for these. The only way you can know the difference, short of taking the vinyl out, if they're sealed, is the back cover will have limited edition barcode sticker over the barcode. So
and I actually have that here as well. If I can get this out of that.
And you wonder, Jason, you'll be able to tell, and I'll be able to tell too. I think here very soon. You wonder if these are going to be sold at the merchandise booths at the show.
Oh, they are.
They are.
We know that.
I'm saying if we go, we'll be able to see because the street date was just this past Friday. So.
Well, I go to see them Tuesday.
Correct. So you'll be able to check them out.
See.
You'll be able to check them out here in Nashville.
Because I definitely. I'm going to pick up a couple of other things that I passed when I went in Memphis. There's a couple of shirts that I want to grab.
Well, if you log on to the Kiss End of the Road shop, right, you can purchase some of those additional city T-shirts. There's like the first couple weeks in there, Grand Rapids that I went to, Memphis that you went to. I didn't see any Detroit ones yet, Joe. The one that you went to, and then obviously there's the Madison Square Garden shirt on there as well too.
Okay.
Let's go back to Kiss World for a second. Did we mention the German version as well?
Oh, well,
with the logo.
When I said so there is a German version that has the the German censored logo, which I need to order. Making a note. Order through my work. Order German version.
Yeah, maybe I will grab that. I mean, it's just I'm so burnt on new Kiss compilations unless it's something really cool. Like if there was like a poster or something in there, I would all day.
I don't care what the hell it is as long as it's on vinyl. I really don't care. If it, if that would, the CD, I don't think I own the CD of that.
I definitely don't.
But it came out on vinyl, so I had to buy it.
And the CD version, there's placements of logos that are different on the back of the CD version. That's the only real difference.
Gotcha.
That's the only difference. So,
anything else, Joe?
Yeah.
That's it for me for this week. Right. Nothing else.
All right, so I want to talk about a couple things of stuff that we've mentioned here. So the first thing I want to show is again, Ed from Click T Shop sent me a Wicked Lester. Well, I purchased the Wicked Lester T-shirt, and I told him, Ed, I'm going to do you something cool because I knew I was getting a photo with Kiss, so I wore my Wicked Lester shirt in my photo with Kiss.
That's right.
And Paul walked up, and Paul goes, hey, man, that's a great shirt. So I probably should have taken my jacket off, but there is my photo with Kiss. with
you
the
should have
Wicked
taken your jacket off.
You know, it
Fonzie.
was it was shut up. It was kind of cold that day, and we were working the event. I mean, there was a Gene Simmons Moneybag Soda event that day, so we were kind of busy backstage doing stuff. So, but yeah, it was very, very cool. Eric was happy to see me, and you know, we had some funny banter that day. Very, very cool. Very, very cool show. Also, there was a photographer who I won't mention his name, but I did purchase this shot from him. This was taken at the Toronto end of the road show, and I just thought that it just looked really cool. I'm probably going to frame it a little bit differently just because I didn't realize that the center was going to be off like that. So maybe I'll get a different frame. It's a really cheap little poster frame that I got here. But yeah, very, very cool shot. And very,
What's
very
incredible... Go ahead, Jason.
No, you Joe. You go ahead.
What I was going to say is it's got that Alive 2 feel, and actually, in my mind, it looks much bigger and much crazier than even Alive 2. I mean, you know, I think, and I think Paul and the other members of the band have touched on this before, right? Where they've said the myth of what it used to be is greater than what it actually was.
Sure.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that if they rolled out the 77 stage now, although from a nostalgia standpoint we would all love it, we would all say, well, there were like 3 flash pots.
Yeah, right. It'd be underwhelming.
Yeah, and it would have been underwhelming. You see something like this now, and we're so jaded at this point as Kiss fans, some of us Kiss fans in the community, where
some more than others.
Some more than others, right? Where they look at something like that and they think, oh, you know, it's not that great. I mean, really, as a spectacle, it's over the top, and definitely the biggest show that they've ever done.
Absolutely, and I still stand by my statement that after the Memphis show, that it's the best as far as entire package of a show. You know, it doesn't touch the nostalgia of '96 and the feeling or anything like that. But as far as just going to a show, it's by far the best makeup show I've ever attended.
I agree. I mean, I've seen it 4 times, and I'm going more. Yeah. So, but I do want to talk about. I know we mentioned the shirt that was on sale, but I didn't even know that this was happening. I saw someone posted a picture of it, that they had these lithograph posters from the Madison Square Garden concert appearance. And what's really cool about them that you don't really notice from the photos, all the silver is metallic. So
is it like
yes.
It's got that kind
tour
of
book?
foil
yes,
hologram
I don't know if you
thing
could see it, but our esteemed friend Julian Gill picked me up one of these, and it just arrived today. This is so cool. And apparently there were only 350 made, so mine is 226 of 350. They're all numbered down here at the bottom. But how cool is this? So cool.
And you where did you have to get that? I mean, I know somebody sent it to you.
This was exclusive to the Madison Square Garden show.
At the show.
At the Madison
venue
Square.
exclusive.
You can't get this anywhere else. So you had to be at the Garden show to get this, and it's cool. I mean, you can kind of see the foil in the frame, but maybe I'll change the glass in here. But I mean, let me tell you, this is cool. I mean, I loved the end of the road promo poster that I showed on a show a couple months back. I thought that was really cool. But this with the New York cityscape down at the bottom, so cool.
It's beautiful for sure.
Yeah, so cool.
Man, I would love to have one of those. I had no idea that existed.
I did. I mean, I just happened to be
cool.
scrolling through Facebook, and I saw one, and I just started throwing feelers out there. I think I sent 8 or 9 messages to people, and Julian was the one that got back to me. So again, we mentioned him almost on every episode, but Julian, you're a god among men. So thank you for getting this for me. I really appreciate it.
Would love.
Do you know what those cost at the show, Andrew?
I don't. But secondary prices are over $100 a pop.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've seen some getting close to 200 on eBay at least right after the show.
How cool would it be to get it signed? I'm not going to, but how cool would it be to get it signed?
See, there you go. You're breaking the pact, Andrew.
I'm not breaking the pact. I'm not going to get it signed.
You're breaking the pact.
No.
So there's an end of the road tour litho.
Yes, with all the tour dates on it.
With all the tour dates on it, but
Yes.
they haven't been venue specific, at least to my knowledge until now, right?
You are correct. The only thing that's been venue specific is there's been T-shirts. The front artwork on all the T-shirts are the same, and then on the back, the artwork is different. So New York City had an exclusive T-shirt, which you can get on the end of the road shop right now, and had this exclusive lithograph poster. But every other venue didn't have any of that stuff.
I'm kind of surprised if they were doing venue specific stuff that they didn't do anything venue specific for Detroit.
Me too.
You would think that they would, if they were picking out 3 or 4 markets to do that, like maybe they do a Japan one as a country, LA Forum, and then they do Detroit and New York, and those are the 3 or 4.
Hell, why don't they just do venue specific at every show and just people, because nuts like us would be like, oh well, I got to get this one, I got to get Detroit, I got to get that.
Could you imagine if they did that and trying to collect every damn one of them?
Yeah, why didn't they do that?
Yes, I would never. But that one actually has the New York skyline at the bottom
yes,
too,
it
right?
does. Yes, it does. Check it out there. Can you see
actual,
that? Yeah. And it also
look,
says,
and it's got the
the bottom 327 Madison Square Garden, and then like I said, it's 226 of 350.
That's so cool, man. That's cool.
And he also said that these weren't really advertised. They were just in a pile somewhere. Like it
just
wasn't,
there and said,
it wasn't like a big hey, get this here now. It wasn't that at all. So
wow,
interesting.
So, I had no idea that. Usually, I know exactly what you're going to try. I had no idea that's killer, man.
I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to spoil the surprise.
That is so cool.
So, it's interesting you hadn't seen that out sort of in the ether, Jason. That you hadn't sort of come across it somewhere.
Well, I've kind of been
in the cocoon for a minute.
I've been in the cocoon with this record store day stuff starting up, and I knew those. There were lithos and stuff. But I had no idea that there was that Madison Square Garden. No, I didn't know.
I'm very excited. So I'll have this cool up there, and then I am also gonna have. Remember, I have that Cleveland poster as well too that I got from Live Nation. So I don't know if I'm gonna put that up, but this is definitely going up for sure. For a couple of reasons. Number one, it's their hometown. Number two, the first Madison Square Garden 1977 show was the first bootleg I got. And I also saw them at the Garden in '98 and 2003. So very, very cool. Yes. I love this. I'm
impressed, man. I'm impressed.
I love it.
It's a great piece.
Yeah, and the frame is cool too. I mean, the frame was $12.
Yeah.
So so I can't say enough good things about this. So cool. Anyway, that's my new stuff for now. What do you got, Jason?
Well. Most of the stuff we've covered that I've gotten, Kiss World and all of that stuff. I wasn't going to show this, but I will since it's sitting here. I got just a standard old copy of The Elder with the plastic sleeve.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Right. It's something I had 10 copies of in my original collection, and when I started rebuying, it's just one of those pieces.
Something you had to rebuy.
That I never, I was like, I mean, there's a million of them, but this thing is in mint condition, so I bought it $20. You can't beat that. So anyway,
cannot beat that.
Kept that. So 2 things that I got that are kind of big deals. One, I'll do this one first. So on the last episode, or the episode before that, I showed that I had gotten that Alive 2 mobile.
Yes.
Everybody remember that? So, for those that hadn't seen that episode, I got a Live 2 in-store promo mobile that kind of hangs from the ceiling, and it's got big Kiss Alive 2 shot thing up at the top, and then it's got 8 album covers that hang down, and then another piece at the bottom, and it's basically just promotional item for the Alive 2 album. And I bought it from a gentleman and his father. Who was selling some of his stuff in the Kiss My Collectibles group on Facebook. But theirs was incomplete. They're missing, the album covers are about, probably 8 inches by 8 inches square, something like that. And
they're that big?
They're bigger than you think.
Wow.
And
I mean, I know the display is pretty big, but it just I didn't think that they were that big.
Yeah, they're bigger than you think. And but the one that I bought from the guys was missing the Alive and Alive 2, and I immediately said, somebody posted one in the group the other day, and I was like, oh, that's so great, and his was in mint condition, but I'm missing these album covers, and a guy sent me a link to this auction, and there was somebody that was selling. It was this frame. It was a frame, and it had these cutouts, which I don't know what that's from, but it's 2 logo cutouts, and then it had these.
So you got Alive.
Yeah. So I have now. I have a duplicate of Dress to Kill and a duplicate of Love Gun.
No, you don't. You're sending those to me.
That's right. So, but I finally got Alive, and just how bizarre is that someone would have this random piece up on eBay
that quickly after you had purchased the mobile.
I mean, it was quick, and so all I need is the Alive 2 to complete that mobile, and instead of spending $1,000 on the thing, which you probably will if you find one complete, I've got less than half of that in it. And so anyway, so I need the Alive 2 album cover now. And there's another gentleman that says he has just the album covers, and we're trying to work a deal if he can locate them. And so maybe I'll complete that Alive 2 mobile.
Very cool. Very cool.
Now back to our last discussion, Jason. Will you be able to trade those duplicate albums?
I think I will be able to trade those duplicate albums because there's really nothing.
We're making some progress, Andrew.
There's nothing there that would
No.
Give them to Andrew is what I meant.
Give.
I'll trade all of the extra album covers for your Madison Square Garden poster.
Are you high?
Are you high?
Hold on, I want to see what these are going for right now. I want to see what they're going for right now.
This is, if you're keeping notes, Joe, this is something else Andrew does every episode.
Yeah, he did this last time. Remember, we were talking about Craigslist and so he went off down the rabbit hole and.
Yeah. Hey man, there's some great entertainment. Okay, there's one up there.
Watching Andrew search the internet. Here we go. It's 2 episodes in a row. It's riveting.
Okay, so there are currently 4. There are 5 up there right now, all at $150.
Yeah. Buy it now or what?
Buy it now or best offer.
You know what? I would probably pay $150 for that. $125.
There's number 292, 203, 295, and 202. Currently up there right now, and that's it. That's it right now. But how those things, how they basically happen is like right after the show, there's a huge surge of people buying them. They gotta have them, and then it tapers off, and then people forget about them, and then it slowly creeps back up if it is actually, a cool item. Which I think this is a cool item.
Right. I mean, almost everything explodes like that, and then it takes a nosedive, and then you don't know. Do you wait and try to buy it at that nosedive price, or is it going to keep creeping back up because it really is cool? I remember when Sonic Boom came out, I still working in record stores, and I had the promo CD single of Modern Day Delilah.
Oh, very cool.
Those things were selling $200, $225, $250 on eBay.
You have 11 right now, I bet.
Well, not now. I have 1, but I did have half a dozen. And I sold every one of them for $200 a piece, for sure.
Look at you.
For sure. So it's interesting. But only the rest of that story is now you can find them for $20 or $30 on eBay because they're not worth anything. Nobody cares.
So do you guys care about, I know the limited number is great, right? But do you care about having a lower number? Andrew, would you want number 15 or... I mean, given the choice, you might take a lower number if you had,
I don't care.
10 of them laying out.
If I could get 1 or the last one, I'd care.
Yeah.
But I don't care about 2 and 37. It doesn't make
I just want to have 1. I really do.
But I just want to have 1 as well. Yeah. But if I had the choice, I pick. If I could get 1, I would always want 1.
Because lower numbers always seem to be more desirable, and I don't really get it, especially if there's a capped number, right? If it's 1 of 300, what is 15 and 285? What's the difference?
Right.
What is interesting? I do have my history is number 6,666.
Oh, nice.
My Bruce and Eric history. So I'll bring that out. I'll bring that out on a future episode to check because it's funny how it's labeled.
I do have one more thing to show.
I'm waiting. I'm already waiting.
Well, these started shipping.
Oh yeah.
I have my own gold album of the first Kiss album presented to
Jason
me.
Hemdon.
Jason Hemdon. Yep. And they're beautiful guys. I don't know how I'm gonna, short the fact that I'm probably not gonna have enough money to do it. I don't know how I'm gonna stop buying these because they are gorgeous.
Probably the divorce is gonna have you.
Yeah, probably the divorce is coming. Because now, when I had hoped that it was going to be one, and then 3 or 4 months later it was going to be another. They put this one out, and a couple of weeks later, then you could buy Hotter Than Hell, Dress to Kill, and Destroyer. And who knows? Probably in the next month they're going to hit us with 3 more.
Oddly enough,
$270 a piece.
Oddly enough, no Alive or Alive 2 yet.
Not yet.
I want the double platinum one. That you might get me on the double platinum one. If the artwork is cool, you might get me on a platinum, double platinum.
See, it's an interesting discussion because, me personally, I would rather have a platinum, double platinum.
Yes.
But what they appear to be doing, and from the literature in the emails, is they're going to do 30 gold records. This was introduced as the first in a series of 30 gold records. We already have the platinum solo album, and we have the platinum Rock and Roll Over. But if they're going to do 30 gold albums, they have to do 4 individual gold solo albums, another Rock and Roll Over gold album, and they're going to have to do double platinum in gold. So, if that's how it shakes out.
I don't want double platinum in gold. I don't think that'll look good. You know what my biggest problem with gold is?
What?
It's not silver. That's my biggest problem with gold. It's not silver.
Oh, okay. All right. Whatever. But, I love the idea of having all their gold albums. I think that's a cool idea. Though expensive, it would cost you about $8,000 to get all of them. And you're going to be shelling out $270 for things like 20th Century Masters and the very best of Kiss, and a lot of weird records that went gold.
Yeah, but are they going to count those? Is where are they going to draw the line?
They're not going to if they're doing what they say. Kiss has 30 gold albums, more than any American rock band in history. Right, that's the big thing. So
that's got to be why they're doing it, right?
Right. So
you would assume
exactly.
Yeah.
So they're doing 30 gold records. They have to include 20th Century Masters, and they have to include the very best of Kiss, because without them, that's only 28 gold albums.
Right.
So
I'm just again, I'm just like trying to reorganize some stuff here because I just wanted to show something really quickly.
All right, show it.
Because it's very cool. And I looked at it and I was like, I should probably show this. And yes, it is original. It is original.
Good Lord of my.
Can you see? Can you see?
Yes, I can see.
Can you see? Can you see?
I was watching a couple on eBay and I just saw one go for $1,300. And
I'll tell the story on another episode. I got to put it up somewhere. Anyway, do you sell something else? Oh, so that's it? That's all you got after that? That's it?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah,
that's
just
all
my gold album. That's it. Yeah.
Out of the ones that you got that one is my least favorite. The Rock and Roll Over one is by far my favorite one.
That's another thing that I want to say about those. The designs of these 2 up here, and then the designs of the other 3 that I haven't purchased yet. It's very odd that this one doesn't have a Kiss logo on it. All the others do.
Weird.
See, it makes no sense. It seems like there's some kind of strange rollout happening with these, right?
Yes.
I don't know. It seems very strange. If you would think that they would all be consistent, that they would all we're either going to do only platinum, or we're going to do only gold, or we're going to do gold and platinum and just say, hey, this whatever the record went, that's what we're going to do. Right. And it's just it seems like a very strange rollout. Did Rock and Roll Over come out on an anniversary date? The platinum version?
Yes.
So close. So, and have the other ones followed suit? Have they come out?
The first album did.
Kiss, yes.
The Destroyer, Hotter Than Hell and Dress to Kill have not. No.
Aren't they still coming soon?
No, they're shipping.
They're shipping? Because I know the Destroyer anniversary just passed. I mean, we're recording this on April Fool's Day, April 1st. Destroyer's anniversary was March 15th, 1976.
There was a guy in Kollectibles that has already received his Hotter Than Hell.
Oh, well.
So
I guess we'll see.
Although Joe Odell says that he has not received his, and he has purchased all 3 of them. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is.
I guess we'll see.
But it is a bizarre, strange rollout.
I agree.
Yeah, because now they have to go back and do Rock and Roll Over, and they have to go back and do the solo albums. And will those designs then change? And will it be individual solo records? And Will they go back and do the other platinum? It's very interesting.
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
will
My guess is it'll probably just kind of fizzle out, and it'll stop. It'll stop somewhere, and it'll just be incomplete. Because, So,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Platinum record fatigue and gold record fatigue.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Well, it's got to, man. I mean, there's only the handful of people that can buy all of them,
finite.
or that not that can buy them, that will buy them is very finite.
Yes,
so
I agree.
What do you do?
Especially all 30 of them, man. I mean, that's just
right.
When you say $8,000, that sends a shiver.
Who's got the space for that though? If they were picking choice ones,
I don't have.
Listen, if they were picking choice ones on anniversary dates, you're gonna get people just for the sheer nostalgia that are gonna purchase those, going, "Oh, cool! I'll get the bundle because I'll also get the T-shirt, I'll get the sticker, I'll get the actual LP." People that'll want to do that.
Right.
Just throwing these gold records at people or platinum records. The people that are going to just buy those are significantly less than people that are going to want to celebrate an anniversary of a record that maybe was their first record. You don't know that,
Yeah, it's an interesting rollout.
Yeah,
it is. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yes.
So did I show these last time?
No.
Well, anyway, I got the full set.
You got the full set. I got mine upstairs. Some of my favorite. The only one I'm missing is the non-flipped group shot. Do you have the non-flipped?
I think we talked about those, Jason, because you talked about trading for them, and we got into the conversation about you trading or not trading.
Yes, as usual. Do you have the non-flipped destroyer shot?
No. Is there a non-flip?
There is.
And it's official?
It's official.
Huh.
Because that's the one I'm missing as well, too, because there's the 4, there's Kiss, there's Kiss Army, then there is the flipped destroyer and the non-flipped destroyer.
So, Joe, welcome aboard.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You're, of course, fired. You're, of course, fired. So,
yes.
The
Andrew, lane, we'll be just fine.
Yeah, it's the shortest stint in the show.
Andrew's so happy because now I can fire somebody else.
I'm so happy. You don't even know.
So, all right.
I think you're going to be fired next, and then I'll just become the co-host, and then that'll be...
No.
Right. Well, we're happy to have Joe along.
Yes.
It's going to be fun. He's got some cool ideas that he and I have already discussed, and we're going to do some, we're going to change a few things around in the show.
I'm so excited to bring that kind of stuff back to the show because it's difficult to just have Jason and I talking. But now with Joe here on board, we're going to be able to talk about things and structure the show how we used to or how we wanted to. So make sure you stick around. So make sure you check out Record Store Day, April 13th. Make sure you go there because every time you go to record stores, you keep Jason having a job. Check us out.
It's important.
Check us out at the Indianapolis Kiss Expo, May 11th and May 12th. KissArmyWarehouse.com to get yourself tickets. Check out clicktshop.com to get some cool Kiss t-shirts.
Damn shame we're not getting any money from these people.
We got to get in all the plugs.
Sponsorships.
Yeah, sponsorships. We got to get in all the plugs. And if you're thirsty, Gene Simmons, moneyBagSoda.com. MoneyBagSodas.com, everyone.
That's right. All of that stuff. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.